Happy holidays to everybody. Welcome to my channel. And today I just wanted to take a moment to not only celebrate the holidays, but to ensure that you got a message of healing during this holiday. So whether you're celebrating this holiday by yourself or with someone special, I wanted to remind you of the value of cooking at home. And I really thought about this as I was preparing to have a home picnic with my wife for the holidays. And we decided that Longhorn, one of our favorite restaurants, I love their steaks, would be the place we would get the steak. So I told my wife, let's get ready for the picnic. We had everything set up. All was missing was the food. So I told her, stay home. I got in my car and I drove to Longhorn, which we had ordered. We had pre-ordered. And I got there right when the order should have been ready. So I drove, I waited, and I drove back. And guess how long that took? It took an hour and 15 minutes of my precious time while my wife was at home, waiting for me to return. So the question becomes, is it okay to spend that much time going to a restaurant to grab food when you could have cooked at home? And maybe for the holidays, that's okay. But the message in today's video is when you think about all those other days in the year, is this the best approach? And I would argue maybe not, maybe not. So here's a couple of reasons why the Hampton family tends to cook our food at home. Number one is that we love saving money. Now, I love steak, but I could have literally had, three steaks if I had cooked it at home for the same price I paid for one. Don't Not to mention the tips that we spent money on, not to mention the gas, and that's something that really we could have done better with. Number two is the time. Time is so precious. We're so busy. Me and my wife are both working. We just don't have time to waste. So the time that I lost on that trip, we could have spent that time doing something else. And most of the food that we cook, believe it or not, we just throw in the oven and we let the oven do the cooking for us, giving us our time back. So that's another reason. The third reason is, what's in the food. You don't always know what's in the food when you buy food at the restaurant. Although they tell you what should be in it, there's no guarantee. So I love knowing what's in my food 100% of the time. Another thing that's really important, and if you follow me, you know this. I'm a low carb, keto, and sometimes carnivore guy. And listen, I need to be able to stick to my dietary pattern. Many of you guys are, trying to get your body right for the new year, and you really don't want to get distracted. So to stay on your dietary pattern, it's important to cook at home as often as you can. Another thing about restaurants that will bug some of us is this hygiene issue. We know our hygiene at home. We don't always know the hygiene at the restaurant. So you'll be safer in terms of hygiene if you simply cook at home. And we do have allergies in our home, so you never know if something's going to get in your food that should be there. So we don't have to worry about being exposed to things that can harm me or my family because of the allergy question that can come up. Another thing about many of the people who follow me and myself, we like to control our portion, and particularly when it comes to protein. So I want to make sure I get adequate food, and when I'm at home, I'll make sure that I have all the protein I need to be healthy. So no matter if you're enjoying the holiday yourself or with others, I think it's really important to pause for a moment and reflect and say, man, would it have been a big burden to cook my own food instead of getting it at a restaurant? If that's something that makes you ponder, maybe next time you'll do it differently. And another thing that's kind of cool about preparing meals at home is that sometimes that special someone, if you're with someone, appreciates the meal more because they know you took the time to prepare it. So that's my holiday message, my holiday tip. And I really appreciate you guys taking a moment to like and subscribe while you're here. And until we have another video, be safe, be well, and continue to protect your nest. Thanks for being here, guys.